So you see, my baby female beta has been in this little 2.5 gallon tank for long enough now. And she just like constantly swims around in the tank, like really wanting to get a bigger tank, obviously. And I mean, just look at her. She is ready to come out of this little 2.5 gallon, and we are for sure upgrading her for today. We're gonna be putting her into this tank right here with the 3 neon tetras. Of course, I did rescape this tank, and it looks pretty darn good. Now, the driftwood actually did soak out a few tannins in the water. It actually makes it look, you know, a lot more natural and all that. Gives it kind of a cool little tint. But, anyways, we're about to go ahead and acclimate her in this tank because, it's a much bigger tank. She's outgrowing that one over there. And, yeah, she'll just love this tank a lot more, of course. And I just got to get some more plants in here, and this tank is going to look really well. Kevin Coughlin got the fish picture and last video correct, so shout out to him. This is the fish picture for this video. Be the first one to comment down below the correct name of that fish. If your comment's pinned, then you get a shout out in the next video. Now, as for this tank down here, it's doing great and all, but there's one problem. The puffers in here, especially one in particular, is attacking the fish. He's going around nipping at their fins, and yeah, he's just like, you know, terrorizing all the fish in here. So what I've decided to do is make an only pea puffer tank. Only for pea puffers, alright? I got this 5.5 gallon tank down here, and I'm about to set it up right over here. What we're going to do a 50% water change out of this 10 gallon, and we're going to take all that water and put it into this tank, well, once it's right there. So that way they will be in the same exact water they're already in, and I won't have to add any new water because obviously draining a 10 gallon halfway will fill up a 5 gallon because that is, you know, half a 10 gallon. So we're going to do that while the beta is acclimating. But now let's go ahead and get this beta in a bag and into that tank over there. Alright, dude, just going to take a little bit of water in this bag right here. I really do not need all this much, but it doesn't really matter because I'm actually going to be taking this tank down and doing something else with it. Alright, into the bag. And there she is. Check her out. Really pretty beta. And she's only going to grow and get bigger in this tank right here, and obviously like it a lot better than that tank over there because this tank obviously has a lot more plants in it, or really it does have plants in it. The other one just didn't have any because, well, I was just growing her out in there, just getting a little bit bigger because when I got her, she was a lot smaller than this, that's for sure. Alright, there she is right there in the tank. We're going to let her acclimate for about 15 minutes and go ahead and set her on in. Now, you're not going to be able to tell, but actually you can see a little bit of the line right there. This piece of driftwood was actually not, you know, soaked in water or nothing like that, so of course it was wanting to soak. It was very buoyant. So what we had to do was actually attach 2 rocks on each side of it with fishing line, and we just buried the rocks in the gravel, and yeah, it just sits there like it's just, you know, in the gravel. It doesn't look like it's being held down by rocks. So now while she is acclimating, we're now going to drain this tank halfway and go and set up a little only pea puffer tank right here. Alright, there we go. I went in and cleaned it off. So now I'm going to go and take this tank and I'm just going to set this thing right up here. Take this little divider thing out, this little breeder right here. I haven't actually even used this. I might use it for something. I don't know what I'll use it for, but yeah, I do have that. Now, I don't really have everything I want to like scape this tank with today just because, of course, I've got to get them in the tank. Oh my gosh, he's doing it. Oh my gosh, look at him. Look at him. He was just doing it. You mean little, So yeah, obviously, like you just saw, I don't know if you guys saw that or not, but we got to get these puffers out of that tank, especially that one. That's the main one that's doing it, and into this tank right here. Alright, so there's the tank right there. I wiped it out and all that, got the filter right there, got these 2 little decorations I want to put in there, and the white sand, and these 2 little plants right here that I got today. So, yeah, I'm going to make this thing look the best I can temporarily, and then next week I'll go ahead and make it look, you know, how I want it really. But for now, we're going to start setting this thing up and go ahead and getting the puffers out of there into here. Alright, there we go. That's called making do out of what you got, basically, because I really didn't have anything else to go into the tank. That's really the best I can make it look for right now until next week when I go and get, you know, until next week when I just make it look a whole lot better. Alright, this is just temporarily for now for about a week, and yeah, we got to get these puffers in there now. But first, of course, we got to fill it up. We're going to drain that halfway and take that water and put it directly in here. And go, buddy. There he is. Oddly enough, yeah, that was the only guy I could find, the one that was pestering the crap out of him. So, really, that's the only big deal. If I do see any more of them, I will get them. But the other ones do not seem to be bothering the fish in there. It's just this guy right here. So we're going to get the filter running, the light on here, and yeah, let this guy settle into his new tank and go ahead and fill up the other tank that I just halfway drained. Alrighty, so there it is right there. It's half white, half blue on one side. This was actually the same light that was on the glowfish tank. I didn't have any other light to fit this tank, so I just had to use it. But there's the one puffer right there. Like I said, I just actually could not find the other ones in there. I know there's at least one or two more in there, and yeah, I just could not find them right now. This was the main one that was really, you know, pestering the heck out of the other fish in there, so it was mainly, you know, the good thing that I got this guy in here. He's gonna check it out and everything. He's a little freaked out right now, but I mean, I just put him into a brand new tank and all. So now that we got that done, now let's put the baby Betta into her new tank. Alright, there she is right there, and there she is. Check her out. She's a little freaked out right now. She don't really know where she's at, but look how, oh, she's checking it out now. Look at her back there. The neons are kind of checking out as well. Oh, she's checking out the neons. So like I said, I am going to add more plants in here, but for now, it is just fine for her. I think I want to add some more stuff like in the background and also over there and this side right here. Just kind of fill it out a lot more. Once it starts to like really grow, it'll look a lot better. But for now, yeah, she's in her new tank. So with that being said, I'm going to check on her and also the puffer right here in the morning when this tank is cleared up and when, of course, they both settle into their new tanks. So it's now been about 2 days since I put the Betta in her new tank. Check her out. There she is right there. Absolutely. Just been loving her new tank. Been getting along great with the neons. Has been eating and really exploring her new tank and all that. And like I said, I'm going to get some more plants for this tank and make it look a whole lot better and a lot more natural. But for now, it looks okay. And she is absolutely loving her new tank. So yeah, she is doing great. Now here is the puffer's tank. The puffer's been doing great in here and also has been eating very well. There he is right there. He's been doing great in this tank all by himself, and also he's been eating very well, like I just said. And like I said, I want to make this tank look a whole lot better and a lot more natural and all that, but it looks pretty good, I gotta say. It doesn't look that bad, actually. And I might add something else to this tank, but for now it's just going to be that one little puffer. So someone actually asked me to talk about Jack Dempsey's, being that I do have one right here. Now this tank is pretty murky right now. It's been having some some problems with the water clarity and all that lately, but this is my Jack Dempsey. This is my oldest fish. I've had him for close to 7 years now. I got him when he was itty bitty, about the size of the convicts way down there, but even bigger than, I mean, even smaller than they were actually. And I actually got two of them, that guy and another one. I had them in a 10-gallon tank, just like that. And it was before I got this tank or any of my other bigger tanks. So I was growing them out in a 10-gallon tank, just like that over there. And yeah, basically, one of them just ate a lot more than this guy did, the other one, and he just outgrew the tank. This was before, like I said, I had any of my other bigger tanks, so I had to give him away, and that was a few years ago. Now think about how big he could be now. Like, he was almost that size then. Now the reason why this guy is, you know, not as big as he could be is just because when he was smaller, he just did not get as much food. Which, yes, is somewhat my fault, but also, you know, his brother or sister just ate a lot of the food that I was putting in the tank. But Jack Dempsey's are pretty dang cool fish. Now, I will say, a lot of Jack Dempsey's that you see that are this size and as old as this guy is, do not have the colors that he has. And that's simply because I've taken care of him very well and I've fed him very well, and that's why he still has a lot of his great and amazing colors. But Jack Dempsey's get much bigger than this. They can be very aggressive fish. He's never really been a mean fish to any other fish that have been in the tank, but he does prefer to be in here by himself. He is very good tank mates with like plecos and bitches, of course. That's why I do have a bitch in here, which is hiding right now in the log somewhere, but yeah. But he's had plenty of other tank mates before. Oscars are very good tank mates with them, and really they do good with a lot of fish that are actually cichlids, not a lot of smaller fish because they can be very aggressive. Now some of the electric blue Jack Dempseys on the other hand, which have, you know, they basically just look like this but are very bright blue, are actually very peaceful fish. And I actually have two of them right over there in that tank. You can see one of them right there actually swimming around. And that is a whole bunch of tetras in that tank. That's because they are very peaceful fish. And of course I'm just growing them out in there. So definitely know what you're going into when you do get one. But yeah, like I was saying, they're pretty easy fish to care for. It's just they're going to outgrow something like a 10-gallon, and they're going to need something a lot bigger like this. And like I said, they do very well with other cichlids and stuff like that. It can actually go with a lot of different species of fish when they're a lot smaller, but of course they do get a lot bigger. And as they get bigger, they just get, you know, a lot more aggressive, and they can be very territorial. But nonetheless, they're pretty easy fish to keep. You just got to have the tank space for them. As long as you feed them great. I actually feed this guy mainly these Hikari Cichlid Gold pellets. Actually, just the mini pellets. He prefers these. I'll feed him usually 2 or 3 pinches, and yeah, he absolutely loves them. Actually, we'll feed him right now. Alright, gonna drop these right on in. Look at him. Watch him. Look at him go. Look at that guy. And that Hikari Cichlid food pellets is what I've fed him over the years and stuff, and that's why he has kept his colors very, very well. But yeah, if you're looking into getting a Jack Dempsey, definitely know what you're getting into. They're going to outgrow something like a 10-gallon fairly fast, I would say. Not as fast as something like an Oscar would. But other than that, they're pretty darn good fish to keep. That is pretty much it for now, though. Be sure to drop a like on the video. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. We got the baby Betta moved into her new tank. Probably going to do something else with that mini puffer tank, of course. And, yeah, I don't know what I would do exactly, but I want to add some more plants to it and just make it look a lot better. Anyways, you guys, with that being said, I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.